in this last segment of the show, guys, I want to talk about everything that we want out of Quantum Error. And when I say we, guys, I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts and opinions here. A lot of you out there may share similar opinions. Some of you may not, and I would love to hear the things that you want to see in Quantum Error in the comment section down below. So let's get into it. So guys, coming in at number one for me, when it comes to Quantum Error, one of the major things that I would really like to see moving forward is obviously we compare Quantum Error a lot to Dead Space and titles of that nature, like being a spiritual successor of Dead Space and such. But I really want there to be I want this to be a title that stands on its own. And I think from the gameplay that we've seen, all of those things are pointing us in a direction that this is going to be a different title from all these other horror games that we've ever seen before. And that's something I'm really, really excited about. I just want it to be something that all the ideas, all of those things are something that they are carefully, meticulously putting in place, that being the guys over at Team Kill Media. And it looks like they are absolutely doing that. For me, though, guys, number two is I want there to be a significant variety of weapons, a variety of enemies, a variety of different, concepts and things of that nature. Once again, something else that we're seeing, and it looks like it's definitely something that they're working on as well, right? It looks like they are definitely going to have a variety of different weapons, a variety of enemies and things of that nature. I think that one of the big things for me is customizable options, being able to customize your weapons or being able to customize your armor, gear, things of that nature. And it seems like we're going to be able to do this. We don't know for sure yet what all of that's going to encompass, but I do think that we'll have that option at some point or another to be able to customize our gear and things of that nature. They may just want to keep it very grounded, right? Very realistic. Like if this were to happen, in real life, they want to keep it kind of, grounded to that point, and I would be totally okay with that. But I'd like to maybe have some customizable features. I think would be awesome. Another thing for me, guys, that I would love to see is I want there to be a really underlying story here with obviously the main character in the story, with obviously some of the side characters, the, quantum research facility, learning about that, learning about the fire department, learning about their stories and such, and what that all, comes down to. I think that obviously, guys, if you start doing, flashbacks and things of that nature about before everything that happened at the Monad Quantum Research Facility, if you start doing some flashbacks, those can be good, but they can also be a bad thing just because obviously it can take you out of the story, right? And so I would love to see, obviously this story flow in a way where it doesn't take us out of the story necessarily and out of like that moment, because we want this to be the horror game of our time, right? We want it to be an absolutely unnerving experience, but we also want there to be a story here. And obviously, like I said, the guys over at Team Kill look like they have really carefully put this thing together. I mean, they're playing on a trilogy and things of that nature. So they have a plan of what they want to do here to make this obviously a long-withstanding franchise at this point in time. I just really want there to be where we learn about the past, but we're not taken out of the story necessarily. Another thing, guys, that I really would love to see at some point or another is I would love them to bring out some form of multiplayer moving forward, whether it comes in an update, whether it comes in the second game, some way that we can connect with the franchise outside of the single player story. Obviously, guys, there's going to be no multiplayer. That's been confirmed by the guys over at Team Kill. But I would love to see them have even just like a horde mode, like from Gears of War, where you go up against waves and waves of these enemies, whether it's by yourself, whether it's with some of your friends. And obviously, I think that could be a really terrifying experience, but I think it would be one that would bring you back to the story over and over again, being able to level up and things of that nature. Really, like I said, bringing you back to the story and the experience over and over again, I think is really important for the long withstanding, future of the franchise. Like I said, the main thing being bringing people back to the story over time. The next one for me, guys, they already are doing this. They're bringing it out on PlayStation. They're bringing it out on Xbox, which is absolutely awesome. I mean, I am so excited about it because I'm an Xbox person. So I've been playing primarily on the Xbox Series S, though that's the console I play most of my games. I've got the PlayStation 5, which I like that a lot as well. But I'm more so an Xbox person, so I'm really excited that they're bringing it out on all the next-gen consoles, which is awesome. And so question though is, are they going to bring it out on other in other ways as well moving forward? Would they bring it out on the Switch? Would they bring it out on PC? Are those other areas that they're thinking about at this point in time, or are they primarily thinking like these next gen consoles primarily is going to be one that's going to be interesting? I think the more ways you can connect, the better. I think them making it not exclusive to PlayStation, it's been one of my biggest gripes with Gears of War, is that it's been exclusive to Xbox, and so not everybody can play it, which obviously keeps you kind of in a box. Only Xbox people can play it, which is going to keep your numbers down. It's all those things, right? From a pure player count, it's not going to be as much. And so I think that move to move it from exclusivity to PlayStation to all the consoles, I think is absolutely massive. That being said, guys, the biggest thing to me, guys, when we're talking about a cosmic FPS horror experience, I want this to be absolutely terrifying. And I think we're going to get a terrifying experience. I mean, I think this is one, guys, just from the different way, the movement of different enemies and things of that nature, it looks pretty unnerving, to say the least. I want this to be one of the scariest games ever made, and I think that they are well on their way to making an incredible experience for all of us. I think that's something that's going to be absolutely awesome, and it's going to be an unnerving experience, unlike any that we've experienced up to this point in time, guys, from the story to the gameplay, being able to do first person, but even looks like third person, modes as well, which is going to be something really interesting. I'm excited about it, guys. I'm excited about this title as a whole. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. It seems that obviously one of the biggest things that I want, once this game releases to the world, I think Quantum Error and the folks over at TeamKill are definitely going to be listening for our feedback. They're going to be wanting to hear what we think about everything as they can kind of update and things of that nature, the experience. And I'm excited, guys, about the community at large and what is being built here from the ground up. But with that being said, guys, what are some of the things that you would like to see out of Quantum Error? Obviously, we only have a sample size at this point from gameplay, trailers, things of that nature. But what are some of the things that you want to see at this point? We'll obviously have to continue updating this once the game comes out and once we're able to get our hands on it, as to what we really want to see. Let me know, though, guys, in the comment section down below what you guys want to see out of Quantum Error. Let me know. And for more Quantum Error content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.